From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They begin on the ground with Camara. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second down and 6 now. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
That's a very nice gain there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Young to throw it. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Brian Brzee in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now here's Young. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Young with it. Third and goal. Dancing to his left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Camara, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But you look at this defense. And they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Saints at 5-7 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Kamara. And some room to work. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Carr. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt. Because
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Young on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up second down. If you look at the Saints defense, they were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
On second down, Young again. That is caught by Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here is Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Young. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. With the product oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Smith will come in motion right. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either have great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. A 1st down throw for Young. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Chosen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Carr now on first down. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Young. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give the quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
That wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
To throw, it's Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Carr going to throw. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. York now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On second down, Young. Pressure comes and down he goes. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Third and long for Young. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Taking it about the 36. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Carr now to throw. And Thomas has it. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Carr completes it, and he'll go down at the 28. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, Carr. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a 4th and goal. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Now.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now Carr escapes the sack, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Colin Saunders in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Throwing his Carr. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And shutting him off down open field. And now off to the races down the right side. He's got a full head of steam. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Right back to Hubbard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They play turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you